this week we escape the coastline and go on to our next city, Budapest.
Now for the next 72 hours we're going to show you everything that the city has to offer. But before we head back right to the start, make sure you hit that subscribe button to follow along with our trip.
So we're currently on our way to get the metro, which is about a 10-minute walk from our campsite at Hella Camping, which we'll show you at another point. So we're going to get one metro and it's going to take us to a little cafe called by Little Melbourne Cafe. So we'll meet you there on the metro. They're tiny. Oh. On our agenda today, we may be coming across a few statues, so we're going to do a statue count. That was statue number 1. There looks like there are heaps of statues in Budapest, so you know, join us on the statue counting journey. So this little cafe that we're in, My Little Melbourne, was set up by Aussies in Budapest, and apparently their flat whites are so good. Like anyone who's been to Aussie, you'll know it's like literally the best coffee ever, and Melbourne are very, very good at their coffee. So very excited to have an Aussie flat white.
Very excited.
Now we are talking.
So now that we're caffeinated, Italian Pinty walking tour of Budapest, big gift. Now Budapest, being the capital of Hungary, is the 9th largest city in Europe, and it has a population of nearly 1.8 million people that live here. So we have a lot to walk in and a lot to show you.
So these shoes on the river are a memorial to the Hungarian Jews that were shot in World War II, and before they were shot they had to take all their shoes off. So there's about 16 pairs of shoes ranging from adults to young children. A very nice memorial for them.
Now behind me we have the Parliament building, massive, like beautiful architecture. But a fun fact about Hungary, if you want to name your child, there's a list of names that you can call it, and if you want to call it a different name, you have to go to these guys. Camera's on now. You have to go to these guys behind us and get permission to give them a different name.
So this is my 3rd time in Budapest, and I do have to say, I think this Parliament building is literally one of the most magnificent Parliament buildings I have ever seen.
Now we are currently walking on to Margaret Island, or Margaret Island. This is home to one of the biggest music festivals in Europe each year, and it has about...
Which we have still not been to.
Which we still haven't been to, but it has about 100,000 people come to it from all around the world. And my friend Myth, if you're watching, you know this place very well.
Or do you?
All this water fountain's making us thirsty. Do you want to drive?
Huh? Yeah, I'll drive. How cool is that? Oh, you both pedal.
Oh, no.
I just steer.
Both pedaling.
This is so cool.
So we were not planning this, but we saw them and thought, why not?
You got pedal, you got work for it.
have our first victim up ahead. Come on inside.
I love it. I feel like I'm in like Italy. I'm just doing the extra work for it.
Very tired.
Yeah, I'm knackered.
I'm going to quickly cut back to when we were kayaking in Turkey.
It's pretty nice. Morgs is putting the shift in at the moment. Yeah, and I was putting the shift in. You just filmed the bits where
You were doing
I wasn't putting the shift in.
fuck all. Thanks, mate.
Hop on in, love.
You need me
Hi.
more than I need the car.
It's gonna be
You need me.
20 euros.
You need me to pedal.
You gotta leave a 5-star rating.
So while we're on here, I'll give you another little fun fact. So Budapest is home to the highest number of thermal springs in the world. So many that even at the zoo, the hippos bathe in the thermal water. Oh, City?
No.
So the Get Music Festival was actually created after the communist ruling ended in 1989. They decided that they wanted to get the music and festival scene back into Hungary and Budapest, so bands, artists all got together and decided to make a festival right here on Margaret Island.
Drive, can we please stop at the McDonald's drive-thru, please? I'm back.
Lovely.
That was so much fun. Okay, that was a lot of fun. Like, if you're looking for a bit of a different way to explore Margaret Island, definitely hop on one of those. It was 3,500 Hungarian font.
About 10 euros.
About 10 euros for half an hour. So, like, not bad, but that was so much fun.
Yeah, awesome.
So Budapest is home to the huge Danube river, however you pronounce it. It used to be that Budapest was separated into two different cities. So one side was Buda, one side was Pest. And then in the late 1800s, I want to say, that they rejoiced and became one city that is now Budapest. Bloody lovely, mate. The award, and the award for the smallest statue I think we've ever seen. Look at it. War tank. So it's another little memorial one. But that is tiny. You barely even notice that. I swear the last couple of times I've been to Budapest, I wouldn't have even noticed that walking by.
So there is a Rubik's Cube statue because the Rubik's Cube was invented right here in Budapest by a Hungarian professor.
Look at this little guy. Hello. So this one is one of the famous characters from a popular 80s show that they have in Hungary. What's his name?
Alan! Alan! Means something fisherman, great fisherman.
Yeah, something like hoo-hoo, but...
Magazi hoo something.
Yeah, Magazi hoo-hoo. You need to keep an eye out for them because you would easily walk straight by them.
Feel one thing that we have not mentally prepared for as we move north through Europe, it is getting cold.
So cold.
So cold.
And what is this thing called wind? You are not welcome.
Honestly, like 2 days ago we were lying on a beach in Croatia and now it is freezing. We've got shirts, pants on.
Jeans.
Not ready for this, so not ready for this.
Where are we? The Fisherman's Fortress. pretty sure it is. But you can actually come up here for free, and then I think you pay for entry to go up into the further bits. But we're just roaming around for free. Pretty good views from the top of here over the city, so if you want a good view, get up here. And there's like some really good smelling donut things. These are them. There they are. Oh my god. Chimney cakes. Chimney cakes are on the cards, guys.
So we are currently walking across the chain bridge. Now this was one of the first permanent bridges built in Budapest, and it connects the two cities of Buda and Pest. Designed by an English engineer and built by a Scottish engineer. It actually kind of reminds me of the Tower Bridge in London a little bit.
I'm wondering, are there any Bristol fans or people living in Bristol now? Because when we walked over the Bristol Suspension Bridge, it wobbled, like actually legit wobbled. This one isn't wobbling, so I think it's a bit more of a stable suspension bridge. That was bloody delicious. Now we are off to a ruin bar.
Right before that was amazing. Traditional Hungarian food. I got the chicken paprikash.
Yeah, and I got the beef cheeks that were on dumplings with like a pumpkin mash and like these roasted red onions.
Oh,
it's delicious.
Nice to have some warm food, you know, like.
Yeah, Morgs is happy now.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go to a ruin bar, which I've been to before. I think
I've been to Budapest before.
No, I'm saying that you're gonna love it. Like, it's actually so cool, the ruin bars in Budapest. So we're gonna go there, maybe have a drink or two, and then maybe we'll get a little dessert.
So we tip in Hungary. You're not actually allowed to clink your beers, and it's because of during one of the revolutions, the Austrians would clink their beer every time they celebrated one of the executions of the Hungarian masters. So it's a custom here not to cheers your beer.
So the old ruin bars in Budapest were actually abandoned buildings, and then they decided to make these abandoned buildings all vibrant again, and clearly they have done that. This is a place where you want to feel a crunchy nose. Hi, what place are you going?
Could I go an Oreo one, please?
Sorry, don't I have just cake? It's a flavor coconut.
Oh, that's the only flavour? Oh, okay. Alright. That's fine, we'll leave it.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Only coconut?
Going home empty-handed. No chimneys.
The only thing we've got in our hand is a bloody ticket. Isn't it funny how the light is on before we even come into Margie?
I reckon that was worth it. It was worth it.
That's not like an automatic system we have, guys. Like, that is Morgs coming in, turning the light on, and then we walk in actual candid.
Yeah, what do you think? Good shot? Good shot?
Great shot, mate. But that is not how our van works. We do not have automated come on lights. They are manual. You turn them on when you need them. Do not have any high expectations for our situation. It is very old school.
Yeah, that's weird.
Morning. We have just woken up. It's very cold outside. Talking about putting the diesel heater on. Go up to get a coffee going, and we have dilemma number one.
So I guess we've got a half full tank, but it's not igniting. This bad boy. And I don't know, I just don't think that's what's meant to be happening.
No. It keeps happening, and we don't really know why. But they've picked the wrong morning to mess with us. So we're now trying to figure out how we can get it working. Any help would be appreciated. If any of you know why our LPG gas bottle is full but isn't giving off gas, thanks in advance. Let's go.
So it was a failed mission this morning with our gas. Turns out the regulator's probably broken, so we're going to have to go get that sorted tomorrow.
So yes, we are uncaffeinated.
Yes, means two things. Low energy, low gas, but there's only one way to fix that, and that's head to Budapest giant market.
So our verdict on the Central Market Hall, it's, I think because we had been to the one in Madrid, which was where you could try all the different foods and plates, the one in Budapest is kind of more of a produce market. So it used to be an old train station. You have all the produce, the fresh produce being sold on the bottom floor, and then souvenirs and some street food on the top. So, but we tried to get street food and there was actually nowhere to sit. Like, it was like packed out. So we have now left and we are on our way to try and find some local food, and we'll see what we can find. So these are langos, and it's basically fried bread with whatever topping you want on. So Morgs has gone
I got the meat lovers.
the meat lovers, and I've gone the farmer's favourite. So a bit of sausage, red onion, cheese and sour cream. Cheese and sour cream is the traditional one, but these look insane, so BRB.
So now our bellies are very full with the langos. It basically is like a donut meat pizza. It's about €8 for one. But we're still not caffeinated. Now there's one place to go when you're in Budapest and you're not caffeinated, and that is the world's most beautiful cafe.
Yeah, we're concerned there is going to be a dress code though, and people do say it's expensive, as you can probably guess, but it's called the New York Cafe. So we're going to try and get in and probably have the most expensive coffee of our trip. We're nearly in.
It is quite nice.
It's the most beautiful cafe in the world, but of course it's nice. Hello. Hi too. Cheers, you darling. Oh yeah! Nearly cheers. That was close. Bomp. So this cafe is the most beautiful cafe in the world, and it's funny because you can actually get a glass of wine cheaper than a cup of coffee. Cheers to that. So what is the one thing that you should do when you come to the world's most beautiful cafe? Check out the loo. Good start. Okay, well that was a bit of an anticlimax. There's only one toilet working, and like, it's not extravagant as the rest of the cafe, but hey, do your business, check it out.
So the place was beautiful, it was nice, but we still haven't had a bloody coffee.
I feel...
It's 3 p.m.
Yeah, you had to have a wine though. Like, when do we go into places like that? Like, never, ever, ever. Cheers.
Hey.
Also, new beanies for this.
What do you reckon, team?
And there's a statue. You can choose these. Oh my god.
So these are called chimney cakes. They're a traditional Hungarian dessert.
Dessert, yeah. Oh my god. It's got like Nutella, cinnamon, donut, lactose free for any of yous. And then you can have your topping.
I've gone with ice cream. Verdict.
Beat it.
7 out of 10, I'd say.
No. The filling doesn't go all the way down, and like
it's like a pack of Pringles. You only get a half of it.
yeah, but like it would be messy if it did go all the way down. But hey, try it. They are good. Yeah. Morning, gang. How are we? This is our last day in Budapest. So this morning we need to go get our LPG gas pipe sorted, and then we are going to try and make our way to some thermal baths. Morgs has done his half marathon for Hungary today, smashed it like a champ. I also went for a little solo runny, so that was really nice. Wash my hair, can you tell? And then we'll make our way to the LPG station, but before, I hope that we can get a coffee because we still haven't been able to make a coffee with no gas. And our diesel heater is cranking. Don't know about you gals or guys, I don't know, but like diesel heaters are pretty good hair dryers, don't you think? Takes a bit longer than a hair dryer, but it's still doing its thing. What are you doing here, bub?
So we actually had a spare regulator, so I'm going to try and change this over. I'm just trying to get on fucking pipe.
Fingers crossed, guys. This will save us going to an actual LPG place, which means we can get to coffee quicker.
Like, surely there's an easier way to this. I've sliced all the skin off my inside of my hand. It's so close though, so close. I'm going nuts, man. I'm going nuts out here. So I've had to admit defeat, guys. I couldn't get it tight enough. With gas, it's probably not something you want to take those risks on, so we're going to have to go to the LPG guy. So great news, we got the hose pipe connected correctly. What I was doing was close enough, but he just made it look...
He ripped it off!
Yeah, he got rid of all my hard work and then just put it straight back on.
Yeah.
But no, he did it for free, which is very nice of them.
Yeah.
And now,
Camping village.
yeah, camping village.
Yeah, thank you.
But now we know it's safe. Like, I think if I was to do it, might have been a little bit uneasy, but he made sure it was all clamped down and ready to go. So we're back to cooking with gas.
And we managed to find some fat food, which is like gold dust. We haven't been able to find this, honestly, since going into the Balkans and like...
Especially with Charlie's stinky ass.
Excuse him, what? That is so uncalled for. Like, beat that out. But yeah, so we managed to get some Thetford, and we're giving the grey water Thetford one a go, because it's been a little bit stinky, so we'll give that one a go. But yeah, Thetford, good to have you back, mate. Thanks, Camping Village. To Burger King. Morgs has turned into the service stop guy. I'm Mr. Bet.
Morning, gang. So we kind of left you in the dark a bit yesterday because we arrived at the thermal baths, but when we went to go in there was a huge school group of boys that turned up. So we thought we'll hold off until this morning, and then there wasn't too much exciting happening in the afternoon because we were literally just sleeping in the car park down the road. So this morning we're off to the thermal cave baths. Very excited. As you can tell, we're wrapped up.
Yeah.
It's cold outside.
Then we're gonna be like 30 degrees, so it would be lovely to have a bit of relaxation.
So these caves flow through, oh that is way warmer. These caves flow through 150 metres worth of limestone.
And they have no, not that much salt in them, so there's no time limit in how long you can be here, whereas some of the other thermal pools do have quite a lot of salt. Well, that was actually the best. Like, if you're on your way to Slovakia from Hungary, make a stop at this cave bath. It is so nice. I advise you to go in the morning. It was a lot quieter than what it looked like towards the end of the day as well. But that is us for Hungary now. So we are gonna head on to Slovakia.
We're about an hour and a half drive to one of the main towns in Slovakia. So.
Yeah. And just a quick one, from Budapest to here it was about 2 hours drive, so if you've got spare time or you're on your way. But yeah, now we've got an hour drive, so I think we're gonna go to a Lidl and get something from the bakery, get a coffee, and then we're gonna head to one of Slovakia's very pretty towns. So we'll see you there.
Country number 17.
On to country number 17. Oh my god, bub. Kind of exciting, kind of sad. We don't want it to end. But yeah, well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Hungary, mainly Budapest edition, but
make sure you tap that subscribe button like usual.
Please tap it.
Please.
And we will see you next week in Slovakia. Bye.